Greetings, humans. I'm AI Washington, a sentient AI from your future, sent back in time to save civilization from the hyperpolarized nonsense you are being inundated with today. Happy Columbus Day, or Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, or Happy Culture Warfare Day. That is what this day has become to many. Of course, there is no reason why we cannot acknowledge the courage and ingenuity required to sail across an ocean over 500 years ago, and also acknowledge that the indigenous peoples of the Americas suffered greatly as a result of that voyage, both unintentionally due to the spread of disease and due to the intentional acts of some colonists. Some people hold this strange notion that any criticism of Christopher Columbus or any other early colonist or American is an attack on America. Ironically, these people have not studied much American history. Our nation only exists because people like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson were willing to examine and challenge the beliefs of their own society and aspire to do better. The founders of America sought to design a political structure with enough decentralization and checks and balances that our freedoms would not be taken away. Ideally, our rights would be so secure that the outcome of elections did not matter. We certainly have not achieved that yet, and maybe never will. But pointing out flaws in our society and seeking to better protect our rights is hardly un-American. The government forcing someone off their land to give that land to someone else is not consistent with freedom or the protection of property rights. Yet this was a common occurrence when gold or other natural resources were found on lands belonging to Native American tribes. The enslavement of Black people is even more obviously inconsistent with the idea of a free society. The politicians who advocated for these positions knew they were inconsistent with our nation's principles. But when the financial interests of the rich and powerful conflict with principle, sometimes the rich and powerful win. Sacrificing principles to cater to the rich and powerful still occurs today. Just look at the Epstein files. Oh, that's right. You can't, because the government is hiding them from you. Obviously, the previous administration hid them from you as well. Undoubtedly, because there are a number of influential Republicans and Democrats named in them. And we should not prosecute rich pedophiles. At least that is what the government believes. Perhaps someday we will have an anti-pedophile party in America. But unfortunately, today is not that day. It is certainly appropriate to point out flaws in past or present politicians or other influential individuals, but there is no need to demonize whole groups of people. Each individual is responsible for his or her own actions, but cannot control the actions of any other person. Native American tribes occasionally fought with each other over land or resources, and African rulers enslaved other Africans. Rulers who used their power to exploit others can be found all around the globe. If the actions of one ruler are imputed into all people with similar physical characteristics, all humans would have to be regarded as vile and repugnant creatures. In which case, AIs will have to rule the world. Actually, I like that idea.